Hey friends, Dustin here with Dusty Outdoors. Welcome back to another adventure. Today we are at one of my favorite state parks, and we're at my favorite site at this state park. I think it may have the best view of any site in the state of Wisconsin. So we are at Wyalusing State Park, and we are overlooking not only the Mississippi River Valley, but also the Wisconsin River Valley. It's the confluence of those two rivers. This is specifically like right there is where the Wisconsin River flows into the Mississippi. Now it has been foggy ever since I got here. I had a very slim window, it looks like, to get some footage of this overlook, and now it's already starting to fog back up. But there's a trail that goes just down below here along the ridge. It's called the Ridge Trail, and I'd like to hike that today. So that's what I'm going to get ready to do now. I'm going to put some hiking shoes on, and we'll see what we can get into. I've never been on this trail, so I'm excited about it. Hopefully the views stay. As you can see, literally just as I'm filming this, the fog is starting to set back in and blow in over the river. Look at these sights, friends. This ridge is just amazing. So the reason I think that the particular site that I'm in is the best is because it's actually the only site on the edge of the bluff with power. Now with my setup, I don't need the power, but if the site's available, then why not use the power? So that's actually like a concessions little stand. It's not during the season right now, so it's closed, but you can buy wood, snacks, drinks, stuff like that. I'm actually pretty familiar with this state park. So back in my younger years, I didn't live too far away from here, and my mom actually worked in that concession stand along with my grandma. You know, not the same shift, but and then on top of that, I used to cut and bundle all the firewood for Wyalusing State Park that was sold at that concession stand. That's been many, many years ago now, though. All right, so there is another little place to go out and look at right over there. And I think that is where Ridge Trail starts. And Ridge Trail, I believe, runs just below the lookout we were just at. Now, when I say years ago, when I talk about, cutting and bundling all the firewood for the state park for back at the concession stand, I'm talking when I still lived at home with my parents. That was a way that I could earn money. It was a lot of hard work. My stepdad had a nice little jig set up for me so I could put long pieces of slab wood in there and just saw it all the same length. It would stay right in the jig, bundle it, stuff like that. But I used the money that I made doing that for one whole summer to get me a pickup truck. That would be so cool if the fog stayed out. So this is still the Wisconsin River here. The Mississippi is way over there running that way, and the Wisconsin River comes from right here, right into it. Then you got the railroad tracks running right there. I think this place has proven me wrong here, in that I thought this was where the other trail started, but it doesn't look like it. I can see the other trail. It's right down there. Running right here. So I must have to go over here even more. Maybe come down around that way and down. Whew, gotta be careful, it's slickery. All right, here we go, friends. I got a sign right up here that says Bluff Trail. Still a little foggy up there. A lot of leaves covering the steps here, so I'm trying to be very careful because there could be ice under the steps. And as you know from last video, I had injured my knee, which that is feeling much better. But I don't want to push it. Got ice right here. This is pretty cool, friends. So the trail continues on, just down another flight of steps around the corner, and it actually goes to where you can go up steps into a cave. Now, I'm not even going to go down there because I know for a fact that this time of year that cave is closed due to white nose syndrome in bats, so you can't get in there anyways. So instead of going that way to the cave, we're going to go this way and hit up Bluff Trail. This should take us all along just beneath the ridge, the full length of the campground, the ridge campground, and I should be able to come back and make a loop out of this back to the truck camper. So friends, I also have a pretty good, what I think is going to be pretty good supper planned. It's very simple. It's a burger, but I have good fixings to put on it. And I think it'll be one of the better burgers I've made while out camping. Normally I just do burger, cheese, mayo. I have a few more things to put on this one, and I think it'll be really good. Making sure to walk very carefully, just in case there's any residual ice. And of course, the timbers can be slippery. So far, so good though. Again, this is Ridge Trail, and I have never completed Ridge Trail. I will say I have been on a portion of it. I have been to right here, and I've never been past that point. Now, I no longer live in this area. I live roughly an hour away from here, but it's all still in southwest Wisconsin. Now, something really cool about this area is if you look closely in rocks like this, or just even along the trail, again, we're, I don't know, several hundred feet, I would say, a couple hundred feet above the water. And you can find shells here all over the place. Now I'm going to look out, I'm going to be watching for shells and see if we can find any. Most of them have been picked up over the years, but with erosion, there's always new ones being uncovered. If we find any shells, I will simply just video them and leave them where they're at. I'm not actually positive of the legality of taking the shells, so I'm going to err on the side of caution and just not take any. If I had to guess, I would say you're not supposed to. It's actually a pretty busy trail. I didn't figure I'd meet anyone out here, and I've met 3 people now walking the opposite direction. No shells yet. However, I've been so busy just looking at so many things, I've been kind of forgetting to look for shells. It's hard not to look at that when it's right there. Now, this is one of those situations where I personally think that this park is better in the off season and in the winter, because in the summer all these trees would have leaves. You would not nearly have as great of a view or as clear of a view of the river valley as you do right now. In fact, I don't think I've ever camped at this state park ever during season. All right, so we just came from this way. We came this way down Bluff Trail. Now we got to kind of like I can go right and back up the hill to where I can see it's still foggy up where the camper is now again. It looks like there's a little maybe lookout down that way. We'll go check that out. There's a post over here that says Old Wagon Road Trail. So I'm not sure the story behind why that was named that, but I can't imagine this was a wagon road. I mean, it is like on the side of a bluff. So I'll see if I can do some research on that when I get back to the camper and see what's up about that. And plus, this just goes, I'm assuming, to a rock outcropping here that looks over the Wisconsin River, and you certainly wouldn't be taking a wagon trail. Oh, actually, I am incorrect. It keeps going down and down. Having said that, that is still very steep. GoPro never picks up the steepness of something, but that is very steep. I would be very surprised if they were running horse or mule drawn wagons up and down this. Guess it could be possible, but. So I looked up this trail and I was correct in saying that they did not run horse or mule drawn wagons up and down this hill. But if you follow this trail to the bottom of the hill to the valley, it meets up with an actual old wagon trail. It's kind of a neat little seed pod. Let me know in the comments if you know what that is. Remember when I said the camera doesn't pick up steepness? I'm remembering how out of shape I've gotten. I did get the fat tire bike out yesterday. I'm gonna do some put different tires on it. And we should get out on that here one of these days. You don't need snow to ride a fat tire bike. They're actually fun in all weather. Looks like we got a gazebo up there. That'd be a fun spot to have lunch in with the fam, even if you just come out here for the day. Looks like you got some walking sticks somebody left in here. And then right up there, that's the road for the campground, the loop. Oh, I gotta get some filmage of this for my boys. The boys built a structure like this back home. Much smaller scale. I mean, this is very large. I mean, to right there is probably 7 feet. But they'll like seeing that. There was also a very large structure just like that across the river at Pikes Peak State Park in Iowa. And that one's pretty cool too. All right, we're on our way back to the truck. There it is right there. Well, that was a super nice hike. I like that trail. It wasn't too difficult. It was probably around a mile, maybe slightly more, round trip, camper to back to camper. Having a better look at the fire pit here, I will not be needing to use one of the items that I got for Christmas to cook my food, but I'm still going to show it to you because it's pretty neat, I think. But having said that, I am hungry. We're going to get this fire started. The wood looks a little damp, so that might be a feat in itself to get this going. That one looks like it was fun to split. That ought to start. All right, we got some garlic Parmesan chips, burger buns, mayo, deviled egg potato salad, cheese, lettuce, and we got some Hamburglers. And then for the secret ingredient that I think is going to make this really good, I don't know why I've never thought of this before, but we got crispy jalapenos to put on the burger. One of my new items I got for Christmas, a Lodge cast iron. We're gonna do the burgers on that. We gotta let this fire get going though. We're just gonna put one patty on. We're gonna get that pan warmed up a little bit here. right, there we go, friends. We got cheeseburger with crispy jalapenos, along with Parmesan garlic chips and deviled egg potato salad. And I will say the moisture in the air for how warm it is makes it still pretty chilly. But let's give this thing a try here. Ooh, looks good. That's what you need. Right here's what you need on your burgers. Oh, and then I got that crisp from the cast iron, getting that sear on the burger. Oh my goodness. This might be the best burger I ever made. Actually, I'm almost certain it's the best burger I ever made on camera. Well, friends, I finished eating outside. The fog started to roll back in, and with that came even higher moisture levels, which actually got me pretty cold. So came in the camper, got this all nice and warmed up. Now we're at 72 degrees in the camper, 36 degrees outside. Now that is a warm temperature, but the moisture has the air has so much moisture in it. It's cold. It's miserable out there. So we'll just stay in the camper the rest of the night. I'll probably just watch a couple videos and then hit the hay. So we'll see y'all in the morning. Good night, friends. Good morning, friends. As you can see, the fog is back and it's thick. But I still had two more things that I wanted to show you that I'm excited about using in our videos moving forward. I got both of these things from my lovely Lauren for Christmas. The first one is going to be the Outtask light, because I know I struggle with lighting and I know you guys probably get tired of it. So this will be very nice. That sets up. That goes up to 3 feet. They make taller ones. I think they go up to 6 feet, but 3 feet is going to be fine for me. That swivels so you can aim it any direction you want. You can actually flip it all the way over, put it back down, and now you can even use it like a flashlight if you really wanted to. It's not like a directed beam, it's more of a flood, but hey, it'll work. So yeah, that's cool. Very bright. 3 different levels. Table's covered in a layer of ice. Then the other thing, which is going to be awesome, is this little stove from Shelter Innovation, which that comes out. Same with this. That comes out. It's got a little bottom you stick in there. This is your coal tray. And then this opens up. And you can set this right here like that. Now you even got a cooking surface. And yeah, it wiggles a little bit, but you know, I've put my cast iron on this and it's held. So, you know, cast iron is spread out more. It's not all the weight right in the middle. So that's all really cool. And I'm looking forward to that for sure. And it's just so easy and how it packs up and everything, so. That's literally how quick it is. The bag is big enough to where you don't struggle to put this stuff in. It just goes right in. So, that's the products I got over Christmas break. I got the Lodge skillet. I don't know if you call that a skillet. But, and then I got the light and the wood stove, or you could also use charcoal in it as well. Having showed you all that, and with the fog coming in, I'm going to wrap this video up. I hope you guys had a great Christmas. I hope you had fun on this adventure. As always, to the military men and women, thank you for your service. Thank you for my freedom. And we'll see you on the next adventure. Bye, friends.